Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about as a musician myself. Today is a request for Orange. This is Sonic Generations Casino Night Pinball, video provided by Deoxys Prime. Well, Sonic has become sort of a celebrated thing on this channel. It went from never having videos on this channel to now having a lot. It was my 500th video as well, which was very recent. But, well, I will say this. I obviously haven't played this game. I am aware of Sonic to an extent. But I know this song. Well, let me rephrase that. I know Casino Night Zone. Right? Dun, dun, da, da, dun, da, da. That, I know that. So, I'm not sure if this is going to be a remix of Casino Night, or if it's just a complete its own thing. Either way, I'm excited. Sonic, I don't know if Sonic has any bad music. There's a question for you guys, Sonic fans. Name some bad songs. But in the meantime, this is Casino Night Pinball from SG. Let's go. Ba ba da ba. Oh man, the nostalgia. Oh, cool. Sounds like it's from like the 1940s. Ooh, double bass. Just gonna loop. Oh, dude, this is like the perfect genre for this. I just imagine the drummer wearing like a black suit. I'm not even looking at the drums, just... Yeah, big band feel. Who did they hire for this? But it still has a modern flair with the organ. I seriously imagine like a bunch of Ford Model Ts, everyone in their suits and their little hat. Paper boys. Who composed Sonic Generations? Jun. Really? Trumpet solo. This is so impressive. I gotta see what the stage looks like. It's gotta, if it's this much homage to the song, then the stage has to look almost exactly like it. This is definitely a finger snapping song. Yeah, this is great. I feel like it's just gonna keep looping for the next like 2 more minutes, but it's okay to enjoy some music. It's a very full sound. There's stuff on the right side, there's stuff on the left side. The solo's right down the middle. Boom, boom, boom. It's like the whole Cuphead soundtrack. Ragtime. No one plays like this anymore. About a minute left. Boom, boom. Alright. So, happy to say that it's something I recognize. Obviously, it's its own rendition years later. I don't know how much years, because I don't know when this came out, but probably unrelated to the song, really quick. I never noticed, but this image shows 2 Sonics. One has green eyes. Also looks a lot more modernized and kind of taller. Whereas the one on the left looks kind of like the original Sonic. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with the game. Anyways, so yeah, that's definitely Casino Night. That's the song I know. But what was interesting is, obviously I looked it up right here. And basically they made like their own, like its own section dedicated to that. So in the original stage, right, it's all very Las Vegas looking, a lot of lights and, you know, unique little, I think some of the orbs sounded like really like dung dung. That's a sound effect I just made. But I think they were like introduced possibly in that stage for the first time. there's just a lot of lights and shininess and, you know, that whole like aura. But in the middle of the stage, or like near the beginning, there is like a tiny little like pinball section, which, you know, stood out even back then. So I guess it was iconic enough where they made like their own, what I'm guessing, its own minigame or something like that. Either way, it's its own entity here. Obviously, it's not a stage anymore because the song is called Casino Night Pinball, whereas the original was just Casino Night Zone. So that was interesting, and they really they did a deep dive with this one because that was very original, or it was true to the original, with clearly its own like. It wasn't improvised, but it felt improvised. It could have been, but you know, they just were just writing. They were just jamming along with the key of the song and the melody of the song. So we just had like these little solos here and there, and I don't know how else to explain it besides the fact that it just fit so well. Like the whole ragtime and like 1930s, the 40s sound for this, it just worked. I don't know how or why, but it just worked. And I was thinking to myself the whole time I was here, I'm like, you really don't hear this anymore. One, I mean, not many people play it. It's just, you know, it's just so, it's like a lost art. But it's cool, just rare. It reminds me of just so many things. Like I remembered the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That era, right? I kept seeing I had so much images of, even though, it's funny, I had two images. I had an image of what this looked like, which is exactly what I thought it looked like, by the way. When I saw the pinball stage or whatever, that's exactly what I saw in my head. Just like a pinball section and then just the lights and all that. The vibrant colors. And then I also saw like the whole like time period. So like the Model Ts and just people on the street, no phones in hand, paper boys, you know, everyone wearing like suspenders and all that stuff. So it was really cool that like it kind of, you know, meshed both worlds. But it also, even in the song itself, it didn't all sound old per se. Like there was the organ part which sounded a little more up to date. It just sounded really unique. Also, as far as I know, pretty sure that this is the, for lack of a better word, the oldest sounding song that I've had on the channel. Not the oldest song, but the oldest like sounding one. Obviously, this was made way after the time period, so that's something that's unique to the channel. But I definitely got a lot of nostalgia. Right, this is one of the songs that I do know. I thought they were gonna go do a little more with it, but they just really kept the original and just added their own flavor to it. It really wasn't that much different than the original song, just way more modern with cooler new live instruments and a whole new feel now. I wonder if the original composer had any say in these. I'm curious. Because I don't think this is the original composer. I looked it up and it's Jun from Crush 40, which is another thing I was going to bring up because, you know, who was performing this? I don't think it was Crush 40. Was it Jun? Because I know he plays guitar. So who was doing what? You know, those were real instruments. That was a double bass. Those were horns. So that was interesting. And I don't think any other song from Generation sounds like that. So special occasion. But it worked. It worked. It definitely had that dated sound. This game looks interesting to me now that I think about it. I don't know, again, I don't know Sonic, but I don't know anything past the first three. So from what I'm seeing, I'm taking an educated guess here. From what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, that this game might be like a, I don't want to say fan service, but more like either a time travel type game where you go between like different generations, or maybe it's like a collection of Sonic games, right? Because I'm looking at this image right here and I definitely see two versions of Sonic, right? It's not the same character. Like, the one on the right looks like the 3D World one, and the one on the left looks like the one from Sega Genesis that we grew up and knew to love. So that's interesting. I never even knew he got green eyes. When did that happen? And then he got, like, tread on the bottom of his shoes. Oh, man, I've been missing out. And then also the name generation, so... And then, of course, the song was used, which... Maybe this game has a lot of older tracks. And by tracks, I mean, like, the stages, not the songs. I'm very curious about Generations now. This would probably be one of the games that I would play. Well, I'm saying that. When I say that, people can lose their minds. I'm saying it kind of like a figure of speech. Like, this would be one that I would look at based on what I'm seeing and hearing. Because it's like, well, you know, I grew up with one of them and I missed out on a whole other generation. So, cool. But yeah, June from Crush 40 apparently composes. So, that's something. Talented people over there. Sonic World. If you want to make a request to me, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine if you do not mind waiting. If you do not want to wait, there is a platinum tier on Patreon, which expedites your request to the very top. A big thank you to Aiden, Justin, Kevin, Mushimari, the BRM, and your average metalhead for supporting that. Thank you so much. Thanks to all my supporters. Thanks to you for watching. Sonic fans, they're finding me on the channel. My name is Jesse. This has been the Auditorium. Have a good night.